here we go with another week then. Very productive day. Helped by me being in work yesterday, if you saw the end of last week's video. Now, do the schoolwork. Our daughter's at a friend's house. Our son has got a friend over. We just had a phone call with a university that I'm giving a talk at in a couple of weeks. I'm going to be out tomorrow night, so I really also need to start editing the vlog if I'm going to get that out. First one in. Spent much of this morning finishing off the vlog, which will go online tomorrow, but have also just had another job come in off the back of someone I met at the Youpreneur Summit. So even though I didn't go there to find work, actually opportunities are opening up off the back of it. Had another productive day. I just feel like I'm on a roll at the moment, and the project for the person I met at Youpreneur didn't need to be done until the end of the week, but I decided to get that done early because there's one thing I know: if you put something off for the sake of it, you end up regretting it because something else comes along. Anyway, got an afternoon hanging out with the kids after school, and then back into town this evening for a Meetup. It's a very chilly Wednesday morning. I've just got back from walking the kids to school and my chin is freezing. I'm going to try and defrost it on a coffee. Then I have a big voiceover project that I need to record this morning so that I can edit it while I'm on the train. So, voiceovers at home, bit of co-work space action, train into London. To find out more, please take a look at these questions. Getting towards the end of recording the podcast with Dave, and my phone kept ringing, and like when a phone rings about 3 times in a row, you know something's wrong. And it's the school. Our daughter isn't well and she needs picking up. Yeah, so I'm going to go and do that. But also, as I mentioned earlier, I'm meant to be going into London. So now my wife is trying to finish up her stuff so that she can get home. And anyway, let's go find out what's going on. Well, hats off to my wife. She managed to leave work early and has got back here, so that actually I'm only getting on a train an hour later than I was planning on getting one. So yeah, all good. Our daughter's fine. So why am I going into London? Again, that massive project that I've been working on for the last 18 months with one of my favourite clients, they are up for an award. I'm at the hotel. Got about an hour or so before I actually need to go and see anybody. I have voiceover work to edit. I've got coffee, Viennese world. We won one with them last month, and this is another award ceremony. Half 11 and I'm back home to go into the office. That is, not actually home. That was such a fun night. It wasn't a win this time, but it was really nice to see everyone. I was there with Zoe as well, who has been filming for me on this project, but don't often get to see her, so it's really nice to hang out with her. We danced the night away because for once neither of us had anywhere that we had to be the next morning. Fairly leisurely start to the day, had breakfast with my client. Well, I say client, it's more like we're colleagues really, but it's good, you know, it's taking that time to build those personal relationships, which makes a difference. Like, I don't take for granted the fact that there's lots of video people that these guys could choose to work with, and they choose to work with me. Yeah, it's good to know them on that personal level as well. Jeez, it's cold. Man, this is so nice. Emma is an illustrator who I follow on Instagram, and she took part in a challenge where every day throughout October she was doing one of these collages in ink, and I loved them and I kept posting them to my Instagram. She has sent me this zine version that you can now buy of her work. Friday morning, kids dropped at school, and now just walking into the co-work space. I have got some work to do, and then at 11 o'clock it is week 2 of the awards that I'm doing for freelancers on Twitter. So go live at 11 and give away some more biscuits. I was about to go live on Twitter. The meeting rooms are full, and this is the spare office where I filmed it last week, and it's locked. It's like 30 seconds till I'm meant to be live at 11. So the only option I had was to come into the car park. I set up the camera using this little thing that Andrew from the co-workspace gave me. It's called a glyph. So I set that up, and then I had my notes and my props and everything down here, and that van very nearly ran me over. There was a moment when a lady came past with a trolley full of stuff and then packed it into a car just over there and was there for ages, and 2 people entered the office watching me. And they're in the post. One thing I do need to do is find some packaging which isn't full of plastic. So it's Saturday, all morning has been spent doing family things, and now I'm going into the co-workspace to try and record another video. Remember, I wrote the blog post about 5 ways to find your first freelance clients. Well, I'd like to turn it into a video as well and put it on the same page as the blog post. The good news is all the lights are off in the office. I've got it to myself. You're sitting in the dark! So unbelievably, it looked like nobody was in here with the lights off, but one of the guys who often works on the Saturday is here, but because the lights are motion censored and he hadn't moved for a while, they'd all turned off. It scared the life out of me. Anyway, he's here, so I've come into one of the meeting rooms. I didn't quite know how to set this one up, so I got a flip chart type thing, stuck my GorillaPod with a clip for my mobile at the top, and then this is the lapel mic. So I'm hoping that's going to sound okay. And then I've kind of just riffed off of the main ideas of the blog, because the idea is that people can read the post and find out more. Hey, I'm Steve Follen from the Being Freelance podcast, and I want to give you 5 proven ways to get your first ever freelance clients. Well, that was pretty good. I managed to record it in probably 10 minutes. I think actually having done the live video for the last couple of weeks helped me keep going without stumbling. My wife's out tonight, so I will edit that later on. So Saturday night, spent editing that video. It took quite a long time, but it's looking really good. Like, I'm really pleased with it. But the rest of Sunday really just spent with the family. My wife went to bed early, so I stayed up and worked on my slides for my talk that I'll be giving next week, 1st of December. December!